So bless up everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm gonna do a different type of video for you, so I'm gonna even call it vlog. I want to start incorporate some more educational content in my YouTube channel. So persons been ask me from time to time, like, drop some educational video, give them some gems, some sauce, stuff for them can use on personal trading and so forth. So that's what we decide for the right. Want to start to go in the chart, go on some sauce, things that can help you with the trading and on the trading journey as well. Depending on the feedback I get from this video, then I'm gonna make it be a thing where I consistently do like videos like these, help you guys out on the journey. Alright, so the video I'm gonna do today is based off entry models. So these entry models I'm gonna show you guys, it might not be new to some people and it might be new to some, but these are the exact entry models what me use in my personal trading day to day to achieve the results which we achieve. Alright, so for the last video I show you guys where we had a month where we made 24%. That is all documented in the signals group, called out each trade every single morning with the signal members. So these are the exact entry models we use on a day-to-day basis to get precise entries and immediate confirmation if the trade does not go in my direction. So that's the thing I love about my entry model. If the trade not go in my direction, immediately me I go know, because the trade I go eventually just wipe me out same time. If it are going in my direction, then me I go have a good run. That's how powerful this entry model is. So let's get in the chart and break it down for you guys. So with the first entry model, this is going to be a breakup structure and a retest of an area of interest entry model. Alright, so let's say we're coming down to a key level, right? And then now we have price breaking through the previous high before we touch the key level. So this would be our previous high right here. Right? The first thing we need to see whenever time price break through this level, I need to see a full body closure of the candle. Right? But now I want to see a wick close. So let me give you guys an example. I want to see the body of the candle. So let's say this is the candle right here. Alright, let's put this in green. So this is our candle right here, and this is our high. I want to see the body of the candle close above that high right here, not like this with the wick, right? Because if you get a wick closer like this, then that can mean that is a liquidity sweep and not a proper displacement or a breaker structure. Alright, displacement and breaker structure are basically the same thing. Alright, so I need to see a full body closer above this high. Alright, and to even get more confirmation is to see a second candle form after breaking that high like this, boom, and closing above the high as well, meaning that I don't want to see this second candle break above and then now the body close below the high like this. Right, even though the first one closed above, the second one didn't close above, because that can still result in price going back down, right, and this being a liquidity sweep. So getting both candles close above the high like this is an extra confirmation. So that is the first thing that I would like to see whenever time we break the structure. And remember, I need to see all of these happening inside of a key level. Right? If you guys want a video on key levels, comment down below so I can drop that video for you guys. But yeah, I want to see a break and close like this. The other thing that I want to see is I want to see price break with a fair value gap behind our order block. Alright, what is a fair value gap? It's basically a 3 candlestick pattern like this, right, where we have one candle coming up like this, another candle in the middle, and a candle over here, right? Look at the body of the candle. I love to use the body of the candles, right? If we look at the body of the first candle and the body of the last candle, we can see where they are so far apart, right? So this now would be a fair value gap. If you guys want a more in-depth video on fair value gap as well, comment down below so I can go more in-depth on that. But today we're focusing on entry models. So I would like to see a fair value gap leave behind or a order block. Alright, So order block would be, let's say, right here. And any of these terms that I mentioned, you guys want a video on them, then I would do them in the key level videos so you guys can get a better understanding. So I want to see either one of these key levels get left behind after the breaker structure. So as soon as we get the break with these key levels, all I want to see is price return back to that specific key level, and that's where I'm going to get my entry. Alright, so you can return back to the fair value gap, boom, that can be an entry, or it can go on a deeper pullback and go to the order block, and that can also be another entry for me. Right, so how do I determine which one to use? Alright, with all of these entry models that I'm going to teach you guys, it all depends on the time frame that it forms on. Right, so let's say this is a 5-minute entry pattern that forms. We get the breaker structure, beautiful displacement with the candles closing above, leaving behind key levels. I would then use the 1-minute time frame to confirm which one of these areas are going to get respected. So all I want to see on the 1-minute time frame is a repeat of this pattern. Right, when price come back to these areas, I want to see price do the same thing, break structure and leave behind now a 1-minute key level. As soon as the 1 minute leave behind its key level, I'm going to enter either on the fair value gap or the order block on the 1-minute time frame. So it's basically a repeatable cycle, but only different time frames. But we can get into that on a different video. So this is entry model number 1. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys entry model number 2 using the same exact drawing that I have right here. Alright, so for this entry model, this is more of a breakout entry model. So when I would use this is when time we see like high volume kicking in the market, because I don't know if you guys ever been in a position where you have a chart markup, you're waiting for a pullback to your key level like this, for a person who trade these entry models and prices continue to go in your favor but then pull back to give you an entry. This can be another entry model as well. So as soon as I see price break above this high with the proper closer, I have two choices, right? I can be aggressive or I can be conservative. So I can either enter the position right here on the break and close off this candle, or I can wait for the second candle to form and close above the high as well, then I enter the position, right, which is more conservative. So it all depends on what I want to do in that situation, right? So this is known as a breakout entry model, right? Very simple, very straightforward. So this entry model now is called a IFVG entry model. Stands for inverted fair value gap, right? And again, all of these terms that I'm breaking down, if you guys want a video, just comment. So this entry model actually is my favorite entry model that I use like probably every day, especially on NAS 100. So yeah, I'm going to sauce, especially on NAS 100. This is my favorite entry model, right? But this entry model is used slightly different. So it's like how I would have the key level getting tapped for the first two entry models that I introduced you guys to. This entry model, I love to use it whenever time I have a liquidity sweep. Alright, that's when I love to use this entry model. So the inverted fair value gap. So right here we can see we have a bearish fair value gap forming, right? Price going down, it leaves behind a fair value gap right in between these 2 wicks right here. Alright, I can go ahead and label that as my inverted fair value gap, IFVG. Whenever time price comes back into this fair value gap, it's supposed to do two things. It's supposed to either respect this fair value gap to show price continuation, or it's going to disrespect the fair value gap, right? So what I want to see is the fair value gap actually getting disrespected. How do I identify that? Alright, whenever time price comes back up in the fair value gap, whenever time I see the body, so remember the body is what do the damage, not the wicks. The body always are the one that do the damage. whenever time I see the body of the candle close above this first candle right here, body. So this candle right here, whenever time I see that body close above it, that shows me that price has inverted this fair value gap, right? And when I say invert, basically it's going to change the role of the fair value gap. So instead of price coming and testing this fair value gap to continue to push price down, it is going to reverse the role of the fair value gap, and it's now going to push price up. Right? When price return to it, it's going to push price up. So in this example, you have two choices to make as well. Right? It can either be aggressive and you can either take an aggressive entry or a preservative entry. Right? For me personally, I take a lot of aggressive entries with this model. Reason being, we don't always get back the test of the fair value gap, of the inverted fair value gap. So what I would normally do is, as soon as price breaks and close above and show me that this fair value gap is getting inverted, I would go ahead, enter my position, and then now I would take the trade. Right? In other cases, sometimes this candle can close like way too big, like way too far, I should say. Like this candle can close way too far, to a point where if I should take that trade, the risk to reward ratio might not make any sense. So in that case, I would probably try to be more on the preservative side and hope that price come back. It could even be a third candle at farm. It doesn't matter. I just want to see something come back and touch into this, right? Because sometimes we can have this happen where a next candle just farm, come to it like this, and then the wick just touch it like this, and then we see the continuation of the price pushing up. Alright, so doesn't matter what I see at all, as long as I see something come back to this inverted fair value gap, I would enter. Sometimes we can have beautiful structure retracement as well, coming back down into the inverted fair value gap, tap it, and then push out from it. Alright, so when I can be aggressive, when the candle is not such a long candle that close above it, then I will be aggressive. When I have no choice but to be conservative due to the risk to reward ratio, then I just do that. But these are my 3 entry models that I use every single day to catch beautiful setups. Alright, beautiful trades. It gives me good risk to reward ratio and so forth. And these entry models, you have to use them with specific time frames. Alright, so I'm not going to go into depth with the time frames today. If you guys want a video on time frame alignment and how time frame alignment works, comment down below as well and let me know. All of these videos that I'm asking you guys to comment down below, I'm going to use them for future educational video to give you guys good knowledge and sauce that you can use daily in your personal trading to become a better trader and to see better results. So much respect for watching that video. As mentioned, more the educational video for you. So if that is something that you guys would want, comment down below and let me know. If you guys want me to teach you these concepts more in depth, I offer one-on-one. Alright, so if you guys want to book a one-on-one, go ahead and reach out to my Instagram. I'm gonna put it right here and book your one-on-one. You see me? Thank you guys for the love on our show. Really appreciate it. See you guys on the next video, depending on which topic gets the most comment. I'm gonna drop a next educational video. So listen up on yourself and have a great trading week. Catch you guys on the next one.